again, I'm Evan, and this is the Evanator Experience, coming to you from Utah. It's a bright sunny day here today, and I'm out for a walk, and some people have asked me about my hair transplant, and on December 1st, I traveled to Istanbul, Turkey. I went to what's called the Smile Hair Clinic, and I got a full hair transplant. It was 5,500 grafts in the back of my head, and they were placed on the top of my head here. Hopefully you can see some of that. But by right around May, that's when it'll be official. All the hairs will be growing. April, May, because it takes a little while for that to be to take effect, and for the hairs that are transplanted to be regrowing, because in month 2 is what's called the shock loss, and they actually fall out, and then they regrow. So right now this is mid-February, and I'm about 2.5 months into the whole process. But anyway, if you mention my name over at the Smile Hair Clinic, my name is Evan Donaldson, you will get a €100 discount. So I'll try and put a link to the company, the Smile Hair Clinic in Istanbul, Turkey. I'll put a link in the description below, because that's a €100 discount for you. And they did a great job, long story short. Today I'm going to talk about some various food topics, and we can tackle some of the bigger ones that are out there. And one of the bigger ones that we're facing today is what's going on with our wheat and flour, bleached flour. Almost all the flour that goes into our foods that we eat is bleached, which is not good. But additionally, they use a pesticide called glyphosate, and that is poisonous to humans, and it's sprayed all over the wheat, and it's sprayed on all the wheat that goes into all the food that we eat. So this glyphosate is it's kind of like Roundup. Everybody knows that. Sorry, there's a dog barking here. But everybody knows that Roundup, people that have sprayed that around their house for years, it's turned out to be poisonous and cancer causing. So all the farmers, what they've been doing is they've been spraying all the wheat with the pesticide, and it is poisonous to humans. It's causing cancer. It's one of the reasons why cancer is on the rise. I'm sure people know that cancer is basically it's more and more common. It's seems like more and more people are getting cancer every year, and a lot of this is tied to the glyphosate that's in the all the wheat, everything that we consume. So how do you get around this? That's a question, right? I can tell you what I do, what my sister does. The best way around this is to make your own bread. You need to get sourdough yeast, for example, and then buy unbleached flour. One of the best ones out there is a brand called King Arthur. And literally you have to make your own bread. And I can tell you this is true. You can do all the research you want, but glyphosate is poisoning the human population across the world, and especially here in the United States. So this is a a warning, and I always tell people, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just giving you information. I'm not the one who provides these chemicals that's poisoning you and sickening you. So, many doctors out there, once again, they're beginning to talk about this. But then you got to look at, doctors make a lot of money when people get cancer. They go through chemotherapy and radiation treatment. So there's a lot of doctors who don't talk about this. This is one of those things where the pharmaceutical industry would like to keep you sick so they can sell you more medicine, which is pretty disgusting if you ask me. So yeah, do your own research. Glyphosate, and that's the chemical, that's pesticide that's sprayed all over all the wheat in the United States and much of the world. I believe it's banned in many parts of the world. I can't say which parts for sure, but I think I heard in Europe it's banned in some places. So moving on, some other things that are not good in our food supply is, for example, all the oils that we're being fed. So soybean oil is not good for you. It's in most all salad dressings. It's in a lot of foods. It's in darn near everything. Soybeans, when they're consumed, it basically releases estrogen into the body. And for men in particular, that's not good. Even for women, you don't want too much estrogen. That's not good either. So soybean oil is something that should really not be used in almost all of our foods, along with canola oil. Canola oil should not be used. It's not fit for human consumption. It was essentially a byproduct, and nobody knew what to do with it, so they just started putting it in our food. So that's another one out there that's really not good. What I use is olive oil and avocado oil, and olive oil is what they use in like Italy, France. People probably know that in parts of Italy, they take a tablespoon of olive oil every day, and they just drink the olive oil. And they know it has a lot of benefits, good for your heart. It seems to have an effect that boosts your immune system and reduces cancer, and on and on. There's a whole bunch of benefits of olive oil. You can read all about it. There's a lot of information on that. There's a lot of benefits to avocados. They are a little bit fatty, but it's the good fat, the healthy fat. It's unsaturated fat. That's why a lot of people have avocado toast, but what they don't realize is the toast they're putting avocados on has got the glyphosate pesticide in it, and that sort of negates a lot of the benefits. Although, consuming any amount of avocados is good for you. I try to just eat avocados. I make like guacamole with some onions and cilantro, cumin, lemon, garlic, salsa, things like that mixed together. And I just eat guacamole with some different chips that are not laced with MSG. Just regular tortilla chips, corn corn chips is what I tend to go for. It seems to be the least of a problem. And so anyway, the avocados are good for you. The avocado oil is good for you as well, but I don't know that it's better for you than olive oil. Olive oil is kind of like the extra virgin olive oil is what I'm talking about. The Costco extra virgin olive oil is supposed to be the best. It's good enough to be a finishing oil. So with that being said, I would challenge you to consider not using your oil that you're going with currently. It's okay. And I would consider going with like I said, extra virgin olive oil. Costco makes the Kirkland brand is an excellent one to go with for the money. So take a look at some of the things I'm mentioning here, and let me know in the comments below what you think about it. I've covered glyphosate and the problem with all of our bleached flour that we're being fed, and I'm covering the soybean oil, canola oil. Another one you could throw in there is palm oil. I see that in a lot of foods. That's like shouldn't be in our food either. It's palm oil. They have to clear cut huge areas of land, and they plant these palm trees, and they get palm oil, and apparently it's very destructive to the landscape, and it's not part of our sustainable future. So I'm hearing. With those three, I'm just getting my feet wet here, so to speak. Soy oil, canola oil, palm oil. There's even more things to research, and more I'm not telling you here in this short video. So with that being said, once again I'm trying to spread the word, because literally our food supply has been labeled the evil food supply, and there's a website, evilfoodsupply.org, I believe is what it's called, and there's just a lot of greed. There's a lot of people looking to make money, and there's a lot of bad products on the shelves in our supermarkets and grocery stores. We're gonna have to stop buying this stuff, so that the companies start producing things that are good for us. And it's going to take a high number of people to make any kind of difference. So that's why I'm making these videos, because we need to make a change. The food that we're being fed is poisoning us, it's sickening us, and it's going to get worse before it's going to get better, most likely. What I mean is that I don't know how long it's going to take before we get this figured out, and they stop putting soybean oil and everything, and canola oil and palm oil.